But in the video,
Shut the fuck up, Gavin. I have a theory.
You know that one picture of Muhammad Ali, he's going like this? You know how the guys on the floor, if you notice, all the people in the back, their faces are all confused. None of them are cheering. They're all just super confused and like, what the fuck happened? Now check this out.
What?
Muhammad Ali, when he hit him with that punch, he was telling him, get up, sucker, keep fighting me. I know that didn't hurt you. So what happened was everybody was so confused because he hit him with a punch that was kind of soft, but he still fell to the floor. Everybody thought, oh, is it fixed? Is it fixed, right?
Yeah.
The opponent's wife said that the reason he fell to the floor and the reason he gave up right there was because he really had to take a shit.
No way.
There's a theory that in Spider-Man No Way Home, Andrew Garfield stopped a canon event from happening.
When?
Remember when Tom Holland and Zendaya were on the Eiffel Tower? Or not the Eiffel Tower, sorry, the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah.
Zendaya fell from the Statue of Liberty, ready to die, just like all the other canon events of each Spider-Man when Gwen Stacy falls and dies, right? Just like that's what happened in Into the Spider-Verse 2, where they can't stop a canon event from happening or else it will fuck up the whole timeline and deadass just destroy the universe.
Yeah.
So Andrew Garfield, not being from Tom Holland's universe, saved Zendaya stopping the canon event, and he probably fucked up the timeline. It makes sense now because Into the Spider-Verse 2 came out. They talk about canon events.
So if that never happened, there would probably not even be another movie type shit.
Or
it would
something crazy is gonna happen now.
Yeah,
Something crazy is gonna happen now.
There was also a theory back in 2020, Howie Mandel was actually being kidnapped. Everyone on TikTok thought that he was being kidnapped because he was posting like these weird pictures and these weird videos. Like he would post a picture like randomly under the bed, like going like this.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then
No, he's a comedian.
no, but at the same time, it's like when he started making videos,
Yeah.
people were like, is he trying to tell us something? So I'm gonna show you this video.
Yeah.
I want to see if you think this is like
Let me see.
he was doing this on purpose.
Hi everybody, Howie Mandel here. Creativity in just under a minute.
See, why would he post this? This is so random.
And you clip the two corners.
What's he doing?
That side
Arts and crafts.
and that side.
For no reason.
And you just
Look, he's shaking.
I write shoe.
Peep the hidden message.
Yeah, what's he writing then?
I don't know. Can you see it? It says shoes. Stuff. Shoe stuff.
Shoe stuff. So randomly, he posts a picture of arts and crafts.
Yeah.
So look, if you see it, SOS. He made the triangle. He was like shoe stuff.
Oh!
There's these 3 YouTubers in Pakistan that literally found 3 of their doppelgangers.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
They're like Sam and Kobe, except like the Pakistan version. And they go into any abandoned place in Pakistan and they explore it, right? The place that they explored, the legend has it, is there's a jinn there, right? If you see a jinn, he'll torment you by transforming into whatever comes close to it, right?
Oh,
So listen, fam. In the video, they see that jinn peeking out of the corner. It's obvious.
Damn.
Right? And they're like, oh, we gotta get out of here. Once they go back in the building, I'll show you, fam. It's a perfect reflection of them 3. But right here, there's a jinn that pops out. Right? So boom. They see it. There's a shadow. There's everything. So now they go back in and he says, there's 3 of them now.
Nah.
Look, at tres de ellos. So that means there's 3 of them. So look, when they go back in,
Oh, that's fucked.
3 people, Chad, Sherry, and Assad, same fit.
That's fucked. Nah, this one's crazy. Like, I can't even show you the full video. There was this chef. He was cooking something in a frying, like the fryer where they cook fries. He was just standing there. All of a sudden, you can see in the video, he gets possessed.
The fuck?
What he does next? Oh my goodness.
In the restaurant?
Look, it's almost like he's about to fall asleep.
Nah, bro's just tired.
And then look what happens.
Nah, bro's just tired.
No, look what happens.
Let me see this.
So he puts down the
Yeah.
the spatula and he stands there. Look at his head. Look at his head. You're telling me he's tired? Watch. He's having convulsions. Look. Watch what he does next. Yeah, you're telling me he's yeah. You're telling me he's tired, fam? He started having convulsions like he's getting possessed and puts his head in the frying.
Oh, hell nah.
In the hot oil.
Hell
Puts his
nah.
full head in.
Nah, bro's just tired. Have you ever heard of the McDonald's cursed bench? So you've probably seen a regular bench outside McDonald's and it has the mannequin of Ronald McDonald. Either he's doing this pose or he has his hands out like this.
Yeah.
Right? So this whole story is based on that urban legend. 2 guys went clubbing, right? And right after the club, what do you usually do? You go out to eat, right?
Yeah, you get hungry and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. So these guys decided, we're tired from the club. Let's get a post-game meal. Where do you think they went? McDonald's, since it was open 24/7, right? They go in, they get their food, and outside there's a bench with that same Ronald McDonald mannequin. They go sit on the bench and they're eating, they're talking throughout the whole night, right? As soon as their food is finished, one guy stays. One guy goes out and takes the trash out. That one guy who stayed laid his head on Ronald McDonald's lap, and he's like, yo, I'm so tired. So the urban legend is the Ronald McDonald statue turned his head.
No.
And he said, I'm tired too.
You ever hear about an influencer that got killed by the cartel?
By the cartel?
Yeah, there's this guy, his name is Juan Luis. This guy, he used to make funny content.
Yeah.
And he would make a lot of drinking content. What's crazy is, I'm pretty sure he was like 17. But he would do a lot of like crazy stuff. He was kind of 6'9"-ish.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like
Tekashi 6'9", so he would troll, he would make fun of stuff. And he would just drink a lot of alcohol. Now, in one of his videos where he's like making these funny TikToks, he's like talking shit, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He says, F El Muncho. That's what he says.
Okay.
Not me, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
El Mencho is the cartel boss of one of the biggest cartel families in Mexico.
Holy smokes.
Now, what happens next is crazy, bro. He ends up going to another bar, just do his regular antics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just making content, partying, blah, blah. Fam, 2 cars pull up.
I don't know if you heard about the story recently too. 4 kids that
Yeah.
survived 40 days in like the deadliest jungle, the Amazon rainforest.
Nah, I haven't heard about this.
And this was all because they said a duende helped them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so listen, there was 4 kids on the plane, a mother and a pilot.
Yeah.
So they were flying over the Amazon rainforest and suddenly the plane crashed into the middle of the jungle, right? The 4 kids survived, mom and pilot dead. The kids ranged from, the oldest was 14, 9, 4, and there was a 1-year-old.
Damn.
So imagine 40 days. You know what the Amazon rainforest has? Jaguars, spiders,
Poisonous shit, man.
everything, right? The search team went out. They found clues of like diapers, baby bottles, but they couldn't find them. So everyone's saying, even though since they couldn't find them for so long, even though they found clues, it was like one of the Lord of the Rings type thing where it's like,
I don't know if you know that guy. There's this millionaire and he's pretty much trying to live forever. As of right now, this guy looks 14 years old, but he's done so many procedures, stem cell research, all of these different holistic health medicines to reduce his age. Now, what's interesting though, because his father was going through some like health declines, he said, hey, you know what? We're trying these things with blood, with plasma. I've been taking my son's blood to rejuvenate my health. Well, how about you take some of my blood to see if it rejuvenates your health? What he said was his father's age decreased or slowed down by 15 years because of the plasma in his blood. Wild. Now check this out though. He said it doesn't have to be from the same family.
whoa.
So check this now. If you think about it, the blood has to come from someone younger than you.
That's kind of crazy.
Clicks?
Yeah.
So what Tucker Carlson was saying, you know Robert Johnson?
No, who's
So
that again?
he's the first person to quote unquote sell their soul to the devil.
Shit.
Now, Robert Johnson, he's the famous story about the guitarist that didn't know really how to play. He disappeared, came back to his town after a couple months. All of a sudden, he was the greatest guitar player the world has ever seen. And he was making hits on hits on hits. Everybody was confused. The story goes because in one of his songs, the lyrics said he met the devil at the crossroads.
Yeah.
He went down on his knees and now he walks with him. That's part of the lyrics. That's literally part of the lyrics. You know what I mean? The theory is that he sold his soul literally at the crossroads because that's apparently like where you find the devil in those times. And he gave him his guitar and tuned it. And he said,
Once you take this guitar, I have your soul.
that's what he said. And pretty much he just took the guitar and ran with his music and ended up doing really well. But the backstory is crazy.
What happened?
The girl he was married to, he got her pregnant and she was gonna have a baby. That girl's parents.
There's also a rapper that predicted coronavirus
Who?
in 2013. You know that? Dr. Creep. So he predicted coronavirus in 2013.
Like in a song or just like said it?
His song is literally called Pandemic. What the f? This is the lyrics. The virus is harvesting. What do you mean? Begin life in a lab in the war of vaccines. Million die in the first week in the pandemic dreams.
The virus is harvesting. What do you mean? 8, 7, and 3 begin life in the lab of the first war with vaccines. Millions died in the first week of the pandemic dream.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the song, he says, 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Nah, let me see that.
2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Yo, what the f?
2020 coronavirus, body stacking.
This is
bro.
from 2013 though? June 21st, 2013. What the f?
Sick, But you know what? Because I researched it more, I'm like, there has to be a reason why this guy said something like that.
There's this millionaire. He wanted to teach his kids a lesson about loving him. He's a rich guy, and I think his kids were super spoiled. What he did, he faked his death.
What the fuck?
And made sure all his kids went to the funeral to think about him and how much they actually loved him, how much they cared about him, and how much he was an impact on their life.
Wow.
And during the funeral, there's video too. This is real.
Yeah.
He comes in on a helicopter and like, I'm still alive, yo.
Yo.
Y'all learn your lesson.
Yo, rich people have too much time on their hair.
That's crazy. I don't know how far you would go to punish your kids or just like teach them a lesson. But wait, did we talk about the Stanley Cup theory? The cups all the white girls bring around everywhere?
Yeah.
You know how Stanley Cups, that's a huge trend. You know why they're trending?
Why?
Because of this one video that happened on TikTok. This video was of a woman in a car that was burned to fire. It was burned, it was set aflame.
Yeah.
But the Stanley Cup was in the center console. Didn't melt, wasn't damaged, anything. And ice cubes were still inside the Stanley Cup.
That's kind of fucked up that a person died and you use that as advertising.
They didn't. It was just like a car like set of flames, right? They actually tested it. Shane Dawson tested it. What they did, they took a Stanley Cup, put some ice in it,
Set it on fire.
threw it in a fire pit. Bro, within like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it was melting. Like
Really?
The top part was melting, the metal was getting burnt up. Yo, they opened it up, it's water.
So the whole time
The whole thing was fake, bro. But theory goes that viral TikTok with the woman explaining that stuff, that right there was the marketing. You know John the disciple, one of the disciples of Jesus, they say he's still alive.
How?
Check this out. They have every single one of the disciples, how they got, where they got killed, right? Except for one, John. In one of the stories, they were all by like a campfire, right? Jesus asked Peter, said, do you love me? Peter said, yeah, I love you. Jesus goes, you are gonna be for me. Like, you're gonna be martyred for me. Peter, he was in shock. He was like, man, like that's what's gonna happen, blah, blah. And he turns and he looks at John. He goes, what's gonna happen to him? This is John 21, 23. If I want him to stay alive until I come again, what is that to you? You follow me. Now, this is really interesting. Every single one of the apostles, the disciples, Andrew was crucified. Bartholomew crucified. James, to Peter, crucified upside down.
They have
Philip,
everything.
except for John. They tried to put him in a pot of oil in front of the Colosseum for everyone to watch. When they put him in the pot of oil, he survived. That's one of the miracles that changed like all of the faith in Rome. They tried so many times to kill him, but they couldn't. What it said is he probably died of old age.